What is going on, everybody? Sports expert here, and we are here with Week 9 NFL picks. As Week 8 is wrapping up, we are getting ready to do our Week 9 NFL picks. Some interesting results this past week. Nothing, I would say, insane. I don't know, but you guys can consider how you like it. But before we start the video, please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Turn on the post notification bell. We do NFL videos all the time, almost every day and we do picks videos every Sunday night. Hit the like button, comment what you think. Hitting the like button and commenting helps us in the algorithm, but appreciate that very much, everybody. So yeah, let's get started with our Week 9 NFL picks. As Thursday Night Football, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Titans are coming off a nice win against the Atlanta Falcons, and the Steelers are coming off a tough loss versus the Jaguars. I'm going to take the Titans on the road in this one. A team that excels very well as underdogs under Mike Vrabel. And hey, the Steelers, they looked really sloppy today. Mitch Trubisky was in there. We don't know what's going to happen with Kenny Pickett, so Steelers quarterback situation's in a flux, and there's going to be a lot of odd preparation. But the Titans, they're a team that really is superior as underdogs. I like the coaching situation for Mike Vrabel here. Give me the Titans in a close one, 23-16. The Miami Dolphins at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are coming off a really bad loss against the Broncos. Let's see how Mahomes recovers after being sick. And then Dolphins are coming off a nice win against the Patriots. So give me the Chiefs in this one. I think they squeak it out at home. Great home team. Maybe Taylor Swift will be there. You never know. Taylor Swift helps that team. And hey, if she's there, they got a good chance against Miami. I think it's going to be a solid game. There's going to be some offense here. There's going to be a lot of passing. It's going to be Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, all that and such. So look out for a possible high over-under. But give me the Chiefs just squeak this one out at home. I think the difference will be their defense in the end, as the Dolphins, not the greatest defense, but the Chiefs have a nice defense. But when you have a matchup against these two teams, you're going to expect a lot of scoring. There's going to be a lot of drama. It's not going to be like, oh, this team, because they have the better defense, you're going to blow them out. I don't see that happening in this game. The Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are coming off a nice 24-10 win against the Packers, but it came at the cost of Kirk Cousins, who is now out for the year with a torn Achilles. And the Atlanta Falcons are coming off a tough loss on the road against the Tennessee Titans. So Arthur Smith is going to have a lot of questions to answer. Desmond Ridder was benched today, so Taylor Heineke is now the guy right now for Atlanta. So if you're the Vikings, how do you go into this game? You're probably just going in with Jared Hall, and I'll evaluate what you have throughout down the road, but I got to go with the Falcons in this one, 22-14. I think the Falcons will have just enough, and they'll be more healthy than the Vikings. The Vikings were coming out alive, but with the health of their team, it's just hard to pick them at this point now that Kirk Cousins, their quarterback, is out. So not expecting much from the Vikings, 22-14 Falcons. The Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are coming off a pretty bad loss against the Ravens at home. Not too surprising there. The score was a bit closer because of some garbage time points. 31-24 they lost. And the Browns are coming off a really bad loss against the Seahawks. 24-20. Pretty poorly coached at the end there for the Browns. But I think the Browns will bounce back next week. I think it'll be P.J. Walker again, but Josh Dobbs starting for the Cardinals. Really not much upside there for Josh Dobbs on the road. And Kevin Stefanski and company, they know Josh Dobbs. They know him. That's going to give the Browns an advantage there. So I don't think Josh Dobbs was all around studying the Browns defense. I think it was more that Kevin Stefanski can find a way to make a game plan that can set the Browns up for success against Dobbs, and the Browns should win this one, 30-17. Even if the Cardinals make it that close, it would be because of a garbage time score. The Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers, two teams coming off pretty bad losses today. It's at Lambeau, but I don't really think that makes a difference. Matt LaFleur is not a great coach. Sean McVay is much better, obviously. And Matt LaFleur is looking like a guy that's getting exposed a bit. Not great. Never really liked the hire for the Packers. It worked for a bit because of the presence of Aaron Rodgers, but it's kind of died down now. Give me the Rams on the road. I think their offense will do just enough. We'll see if Stafford's healthy. Even if he isn't, I still have confidence that Brett Ribbon can lead them to victory. The Packers' offense is pretty brutal. Christian Watson is their best player on offense, I would say, outside of Aaron Jones, but he's been kind of banged up this year, so that doesn't help. Just no consistency at all for the Packers. I'm going to take the Rams in this one, and I think it's going to come down to coaching here. 26-19 on the road. The Washington Commanders at the New England Patriots. Commanders are coming off a tough loss against the Eagles. The Patriots are coming off a tough loss against the Dolphins. Two teams that are coming off tough losses against really good teams. I'm going to say Bill Belichick wins the coaching battle here as well. This is what's going to happen. Bill Belichick's going to win this game. Win a close one. Coaching is what's going to matter. Ron Rivera is going to be fired after this game. Watch. I'm taking the Patriots 23-20 in this one. I think they'll do enough Defensively, even though they do have some injuries, I just don't know in this Commanders team. Sam Howell hasn't shown consistency. Although he's had some good results, he's also had some very poor ones. So give me the Patriots here. Bill Belichick does really well against first-year starting quarterbacks, rookies or not. So that's also something you have to keep in mind. 23-20 New England. This is a pretty crap game, especially for offense. The Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Saints are coming off a nice win versus the Colts. They scored a lot of points, but I don't know what's going to happen against the Bears. So the Bears just not looking great. And give me the Saints at home in this one. 17-9. I think it'll be a low-scoring affair. I think Derek Carr will just do enough towards the end of the game and lead the Saints to victory. I just don't trust the Bears right now, especially with Tyson Bagent. I don't know if Justin Fields is going to come back. Even if he does, he's still going to have to gain all that strength of the thumb. I just don't see the Bears scoring much in this game. Seahawks at Ravens. I think this is another great matchup. The Seahawks have a really solid team. The offense is up and down sometimes, but can definitely make plays when needed. The Ravens, though, I don't know what to say other than, hey, John Harbaugh's doing a great job this year. The coaching staff has been excellent for the Ravens, but this is going to be a close one. I'm going to take the Ravens at home, though, 31-27. It's going to come down to who can prevail in the fourth quarter and get a late touchdown needed. I think the Ravens will do that. I think Lamar Jackson will be clutch, especially with his legs. I don't know if the Seahawks can do enough. Also, they're penalized a lot, the Seahawks. That'll also hurt in the end. So give me the Ravens in this one, 31-27. Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the Houston Texans. Bucs are coming off a loss versus the Bills, and the Texans are coming off a loss versus the Panthers. I'm going to say Texans win at home, another home win, and they bounce back. 25-23, another close one that could go either way, but I don't know if I see the coaching consistency of Todd Bowles right now. I just don't know what to think. I'm going to take the Texans in this one because I know they're coming off a loss, but I think DeMeco Ryans will have his team ready. They'll be able to come out here and say, okay, let's just reset. We're a young team. We know it's up against us. Let's go. I think something like that's going to happen. CJ Stroud will his team the victory. His mental strength is, will be enough here. I like the kid, the poise, former Buckeye. I got to go with the Texans. Indianapolis Colts at the Carolina Panthers. Not going to mention this one too much, but Colts 3-5, Panthers 1-6. Both teams are kind of whatever. I'm going to say the Colts keep their offensive consistency going and win 34-20. The Panthers could win this game, maybe go 2-6, but I'm going to say the Colts have enough. And I know their defense hasn't performed the last couple of weeks, but I think it's one of these games where the Colts defense kind of lightens up, and we see the best out of Indianapolis. Frank Reich might try to get a revenge game, which I wouldn't blame him. But at the same time, I think the Colts will be in advantage in this one. Giants Raiders, another game that is just whatever. Giants lost a pretty tough one today. The Raiders play Monday night. I'm going to take the Raiders at home. I mean, Daniel Jones, who knows if he's going to be able to play. Tyrod Taylor's hurt. Who knows? I just can't trust the Giants there with their quarterback situation being in flux due to so many injuries. You got to take the Raiders in this one, 17-7, even though they're struggling mightily. The Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, that's an interesting game. But at the same time, it's just so tough to pick against a Philadelphia team at home. They were able to manhandle the Dolphins at home, so I don't know what they're going to do with the Cowboys. I just don't know if this is a great stand for Dak Prescott, who hasn't played amazing this year. Played better today against the Rams, but can he do it against this Philly team? I just don't know. I think Nick Sirianni has too much of a, brilliant mind to get past Mike McCarthy. I just don't know if I can see it with this coaching staff of the Cowboys. I like Dan Quinn, but at the same time, I think the Eagles have the advantage in this one. They're going to score a lot of points. I think it's just one of those games where the Cowboys are going to be worn down. So, yeah. Sunday Night Football, Bills at Bengals. It's going to be an interesting one. The Bengals are starting to get it back on track. And the Bills, a team that's been very inconsistent at times this year. But I'm going to take the Bills on the road in this one. It's going to be a rematch of the DeMar Hamlin game, as we know. And, it's back in Cincinnati. So, I'm going to take the Bills in this one. They're going to be like, hey, we got to play for DeMar. This was where it all happened. We got to get this win. They're going to put that in their mind. Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, they're going to win this football game. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills to end the winning streak of the Cincinnati Bengals, 29-26. It's going to come. I think this is going to come down to kickers, actually, in the end. Who can make the big kicks? Tyler Bass or Evan McPherson? Two very good kickers. I know Bass and McPherson haven't been amazing as of recent, but I think there's going to be one of those games where it could be a kicker's duel. Give me Tyler Bass right now. I'm going to take Tyler Bass, and Joe Burrow's more healthy now. He's playing great, but at the same time, I think that there's so many people that are underestimating this Bills team that the Bills come out and they're like, wow, the Bills are good. They're actually good still. So, watch. And Monday Night Football, Chargers at the Jets. Very interesting game. The Jets' offense was terrible today, and I think the Chargers will take advantage. I think Brandon Staley is going to pick up a few wins here. The Chargers just too talented of a team to lose a lot of these games. They're going to go on the road and win 23-15. I really like Robert Saleh. I think he's a better coach than Brandon Staley, but I think Zach Wilson can only do so much, and I think they're going to struggle to find victory in this one, especially even it being at home. I think that Justin Herbert, still one of the better quarterbacks in football. It's a tough situation, but at the same time, I think the Chargers will be fine. But I appreciate everyone being here, Sports Expert here. Those are our picks for Week 9. Once again, please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Turn on the post notification bell. Like the video. Comment what you think. We would appreciate that so much. I'm out, guys. Sports Expert here. Peace.